So tonight, or this evening, we're going to do a riverboat journey along the Elba on one of these paddles. The one we're going on is in Bay 7, so we've got a bit of a walk still, and it casts off at 7 o'clock. But we're going to go on one of these vintage paddle steamers, and they've each got a name, and I will find out the history properly, but they had the largest fleet of vintage paddle steamers in the world. The number I'm not sure of off the top of my head, but it's like maybe 12 or 14, something like that. I will write it on lettering when I find out how many paddle steamers they have. They do have the largest collection of paddle steamers in the world, and that's our journey for this evening on a paddle steamer along the Elba. Also, each of the paddle steamers has a name, so they each got a name. So this one is called Stad Wilhelm. The other one was Leipzig, and the one we're going on is Pilnit. So that's the one we're going to be going on. Stad Wilhelm, and we're going on Pilnit. So should be a good evening. So we're now on the paddle steamer Pilnitz, and it's a 3-hour cruise along the river Elba, and we're shortly setting off. It sets off at 7 o'clock. It's our paddle steamer along the Elba, so off we go. Very soon, I hope. Let's go down. This is the engine for the paddle steam that's turning the paddle wheel. So it's a very quiet engine, and you can see how it's cantilevered, and that's powering the engine. We've got the pressure gauges, and this is what's powering the paddle wheel, which I'm going to show you in a minute as well. And here's the paddle wheel. So they do give you information along the river. They have it in German and in English. So the bridge that we're just, this area was a UNESCO listed area. They built the bridge They took the UNESCO standing away. Then they found horseshoe bats that were roosting there, so the UNESCO status was returned.
Almost inconspicuous, but Bautzner Straße Memorial, which is located in a former paper factory, was used as a detention center for the district administration of the Ministry of State Security. Today, as the only original Stasi remand prison in Saxony, the memorial commemorates the victims of political persecution in the Soviet occupation zone through exchange and historical political education work.
They give you information about buildings along the river. They give it in German and in English, so it's a good thing that they have it in both languages.
The first on the left. For once, the name does not give any clue to its builder, but rather its most famous inhabitant. It was first commissioned and completed in 1811 by the Scottish Lord James Ogilvy, 7th Earl of Findlay. Only about 40 years later, Prince Albert of Prussia acquired the site as a suitable domicile for him and his wife, and had a new palace built on the foundation walls of the original house, according to his ideas.
Übergangswohnsitz, solange das benachbarte Schloss Albrechtsberg noch nicht fertiggestellt war. Seinen bis heute gebräuchlichen Namen Lindner-Schloss erhielt das Anwesen durch den Unternehmer und Odonkönig Karl August Lindner,
wegen
der Herstellung des gleichnamigen Grundwassers große Popularität und ein noch größeres Vermögen erlangte. In seinem Testament unterschrieb der Stadt Dresden die Anlage unter der Voraussetzung, dass das Schloss für die ganze Bevölkerung zugänglich sein sollte, um die Schönheit seiner exponierten Lage genießen zu können und keinesfalls nur ein Etablissement für Reiche darstellen soll.
The palace in the middle, Lindner Palace, was originally built as a residence for Albrecht of Prussia's favorite chamberlain, Baron Albert von Stockhausen, but initially served Albrecht and his wife as a temporary residence until the neighboring Albrechtsberg Palace was completed. The estate received its name, which is still used today, from entrepreneur Karl August Lindner, who achieved great popularity and an even greater fortune with the production of mouthwash. In his will, he bequeathed the grounds to the city of Dresden on the condition that the castle should be accessible to the entire population. A now very rare telescope from the Carl Zeiss Company.
They're lowering the funnel to get under the bridge.
This tradition has been maintained to this day.
Wir erreichen in Kürze die Station Gymnasium. Gäste, die uns hier verlassen möchten, kommen bitte zum Beginn. Der Abstieg in Gymnasium befindet sich auch in Meterschrift ganz am Beginn. Beachten Sie noch, der
So to get under the bridge, they lower the funnel. So I was saying, to get under the bridge, they lower the funnel, then they raise the funnel back up. That's now lowered, and we're going to go under the bridge.
Das blaue Rundfahrt, das schon zur Brücke gefahren wird, ist die östlichste unseres Weltüberquerungsmodels und die größten Wiedererkennungswert. Der Architekt Klaus Köppe betrat mit dem Bau
So we went over this morning, the Blue Wonder Bridge.
Architect Klaus Pieper broke new ground with the construction of the Trans-Pacific Bridge in 1893. This stiffened suspension bridge was intended to be more stable than other suspension bridges, despite the stately 150 meters it had to overcome. This was ensured by diagonal steel struts, the two 32-meter high bridge towers, and massive counterweights in the end chambers. The bridge acquired the name Blue Wonder, and this should not be surprising to a certain extent now because of its grey-blue paint and the way of its construction.
And up goes the funnel. Got under the bridge and up goes the funnel again. So it's gone under the Blue Bridge, or the Blue Wonder. And now the funnel's back up, right? So, let's do one under the bridge. So, and there is the funicular we went up this morning. This morning. Oh look, there's firemen getting their water, filling their engine with water. Right, not used the river.
Best all body exercise, that's what you have to exercises everything in your body. I used to work arms, legs, everything. John used to play badminton and table tennis for the Essex seniors. Like, we sit in the
This island is a nice reserve.
Im Jahr 1690 ging das Schloss in den Besitz seines Bruders, Augustes Starken über. Streng genommen besteht Pillnitz aus 3 Schlössern: dem Wasserpalais, dem Bergpalais und dem Neuen Palais. Diese wurden nach Augusts Wünschen im barocken Stil gebaut oder gänzlich neu errichtet. Und zwar nach den Plänen von Matthäus Daniel Pöppelmann. Architektonische Vorbilder für die Gestaltung der Schlossanlage in Pillnitz waren sowohl venezianische Paläste als auch chinesische Tempel. Und genau diese Liebe zur Formensprache des fernen Ostens macht Schloss Pillnitz zur größten chinesischen Schlossanlage Europas.
The roots of Plunitz Palace can be traced back to the 14th century. After the death of Prince Elector Johann Georg IV in 16, no less than 3 palaces: the Water Palace, the Mountain Palace, and the New Palace. These were built according to and Chinese temples. And it is precisely this love of the formal language of the Far East that makes Plunitz Palace the largest Chinoise palace complex in Europe.
So we're now heading back to Dresden town city where we caught this boat. It's been quite a pleasant journey, very informative. They do this, they talk in German and in English. Just going to have a little look around. Go to the front of the boat, walking now. It's been a pleasant evening, a pleasant journey on the boat. Now it's the return. Go and look at the engine again. Let's walk this way. Hello's Amble. So we're picking up a bit of speed now. This way. Danke. So we're picking up a bit of speed because we're going with the river this time, not against it. So this is a ferry that gets you across the Elba. So Helen. So this is the boat yard where these boats were made. So now the sun is setting.
Oh, I see, yes. Need to be in the right time.
leitet sich vom russischen Chalupka, was so viel wie Hütte heißt, ab und geht zurück auf eine ehemalige Schankstätte russischer Soldaten während der Befreiungskriege, die sich in unmittelbarer Nähe zum später errichteten Wasserwerk befunden hat. Der Überlieferung nach über die Jahre
Bridge in the distance.
entwickelte sich aus der ursprünglichen Chalupka dieser Elba. Nach umfangreichen Sanierungsarbeiten beherbergt sie nun luxuriöse Wohnungen.
The neo-Romanesque brick building you can see next is the Slava Waterworks. Built in 1871, it was dressed in stealth works and ensured the supply of water.
That's what that building is. Yeah.
And goes back to an announcement we used.
This is your waterwork.
After extensive renovation work, it now
When you're flying down skate, when you're landing, you're a gaggle.
Right,
So that was a skate that gets,
right. Like Gaggle.
and they're a gaggle when they're on the floor.
So we're coming to the end of the journey, almost back to Dresden. Nice beer garden there, all lit up.
Schließlich wieder in Elba überwirken. Unter diesem Namen verbindet sie noch heute die Stadt auf der Rheinstadtseite mit dem Berghaus der Neustadt.
Long story short, Albert Bridge was built in 1875, blown up in 1945 and rebuilt in 1956. The structure has a total of 14 arches. 5 of them were blown up by the German army one day before the end of the war in 1945 to make the bridge impassable. After reconstruction just 1 year later, it was then renamed twice. Today, Albert Bridge still connects the old town with Dresden's new town.
That's the Brittany.
Five to 10.
So we're at the end of the journey, up. So this is Dresden in the evening. The journey, and what else was, you had both in English and in German, or German and English. If you like my video, please chuck us a like, a share and subscribe. More videos to come. So this is the open air cinema and the screen's turning around or being flipped up.